morning, good evening, good night. Eagle MMA family. This is every fight to make after UFC 298, Volkanovski versus Topuria. First off, I just want to say, fuck MMA Guru and fuck Lucas Tracy. MMA Guru pretending like he got this fucking god-tier prediction of Ilia Topuria round 2 KO. Hey, first of all, I picked Ilia Topuria round 2 KO. Second of all, we literally all knew it was going to happen. And Lucas Tracy, keep crying. Oh, I guess Volk's time is over. Hey, good. I know, we're not gonna get any more fucking comedic genius out of Volkanovski, but too fucking bad. Let's get right into the fights to make. It was like a 6 out of 10 card. There was a couple good fights, but a couple fucking stinkers, starting with the first fight, Miranda Maverick versus Andrea Lee. I genuinely don't give a fuck about this fight. If you really want me to make a fight of Miranda Maverick, unsubscribe and fucking, jump off a fucking... Next up, though, with arguably the GOAT of welterweight, Val Woodburn versus Oban Elliott. Fuck Oban Elliott. Let me just say this real quickly. Fuck Oban Elliott. Making this an absolute snooze fest, dude. This was so fucking boring. Snoozing out the GOAT, most entertaining fighter of all time, Val Woodburn. I despise Oban Elliott. I think he should fight Rolando Bedoya. Because I want to see him get beat the fuck up. Rolando Bedoya is a cardio machine, and he will just piece up fucking Oban Elliott. He was barely able to get past fucking Val Woodburn. You suck. And with Val Woodburn, I want Val Woodburn to go on a massive win streak and eventually fight Bo Nickel, become the welterweight champion, and fight Bo Nickel for the middleweight champion, becoming a double champion, which is, it's gonna happen, right? So, let's get on to the next fight. Josh Quinlan versus Danny Barlow. Kind of a stinker in the first round, not really much happening, but in the second round, Danny Barlow starts to pick it up, and let me just say this. Fuck you, Jason Herzog, you little shithead. I swear to God, okay? Jason Herzog has been smoking spice lately. This stoppage was fucking insane. I had people in my live chat, because I go live for every single fight card, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event, breaking down every single fight on the card. I had some people go like, oh no, that was a good stoppage, Hey, it would have been a good stoppage if he stopped it at the right fucking time. You don't just let Josh Quinlan take all that fucking damage, and then after he takes all that, and he finally recovers and stands up, then you stop it. Either let him get knocked the fuck out, or stop it before he takes an insane amount of fucking damage, you idiot! Oh, and also, fuck you, Josh Quinlan. Josh Quinlan is a bum. He doesn't deserve anything. I'm not gonna match up a fight with him because he fucking sucks. Danny Barlow, though, I think Danny Barlow should fight, Johnny Parsons' son, Danny Roberts. Danny Roberts, I mean, it's a fucking, he's just kind of a can. You know, Danny Barlow, left-handed god, will spark that fool. That's kind of the only reason I want to see it, is because I want to see some British idiot get sparked out cold. But next up on the card, and one, honestly, a really good KO, Zhang Mingyang versus Brenson Ribeiro. First of all, let me just say, glory to the CCP. China is #1. And, Zhang Mingyang, this was a great fight. It was a first-round KO for Zhang Mingyang. Knocked out Brenson Ribeiro out cold. Right after, he faked an eye poke. Went, oh, my eye. Oh, my eye is hurting so much. Oh, my eye is, so hurting bad. And then when the fucking ref didn't stop it, he just immediately threw a straight left hook, knocked him out cold, and goated referee as well, letting him take some follow-up shots to secure the knockout, getting him knocked out cold. And with Zhang Mingyang, I think he should fight Bogdan Guskov. These are two guys. I mean, Zhang Mingyang, he's a fucking can crusher. He, like, half his record is people with negative fucking records. So you can't really, you know, push him up too high. But he did just knock out Brenson Ribeiro, who's kind of a name in the, you know, unranked, you know, fucking shit. He had a good knock on a contender series. And Bogdan Guskov, he just, you know, he lost to Volkan Ozdemir, but knocked out Zach Pauga. Brutal fucking knockout. It will be a good fight. They're both in that unranked fucking shit. Make that fight. Next up, Rinya Nakamura versus the little fucking shithead, the little rat, Carlos fucking Vera. Great performance from Rinya Nakamura. People were calling this fight boring. It wasn't the most entertaining, but it's not Rinya Nakamura's fault. It is all on Carlos Rivera. Rinya Nakamura was getting positions. He was doing damage. He was actually looking for, like, real submissions and not pussy fucking leg locks that you know aren't gonna work. And Carlos Rivera honestly put on one of the most disgraceful performances I think I've ever fucking seen. And I think they should genuinely cut Carlos Rivera. He lost to fucking Brad Katona on Ultimate Fighter. Like, what the why is this dude? He's like 40 in the UFC. I don't give a fuck what he does. Cut him, honestly. And with Rinya Nakamura, I'm liking Rinya Nakamura. It was a pretty fucking good performance from. I think he should fight Daniel Willie Cat Santos. Rinya Nakamura, fucking power puncher. If you watch his Road to FC shit, he fucking sparks motherfuckers. If he doesn't, like, wrestle fuck them and totally out fucking grapple them, he sparks you out cold. And Daniel Willie Cat Santos has that, I think, grappling that could negate Rinya Nakamura's wrestling, and he could pull those submissions. He could pull leg locks to stand back up. And obviously, Daniel Willie Cat Santos, fucking crazy on the feet. Don't tell me this is not a fantastic fight to make. Next up, Mr. De Lima, Marcus Rogerio De Lima, versus the disgrace to every Polynesian fucking Samoan fighter of all time, Junior fucking Tafa. I despise you, Junior Tafa. This was obviously a very short notice fight for Junior Tafa. Justin Tafa pulled out, I think, literally a day before Junior Tafa comes in. But hey, Junior Tafa should be fucking conditioned. He should be training with Justin Tafa. He should have been completely fucking prepared for this fight. One leg kick from Mr. De Lima, and he's fucking already going, ooh, my leg, ooh, my leg, oh, my leg. Hey, you're a kickboxer. How can you not fucking defend leg kicks? Even when he was checking them, okay, even his checked leg kicks, they were still fucking smacking into his legs. He goes, my leg! Like, okay, you're just a pussy. And I should have known. I picked fucking Tafa for some reason. I should have known not to pick him. He got completely fucking out-grappled by Muhammad Usman. Why the fuck did I pick him? But still a good, pretty much a leg kick TKO from Mr. De Lima. I think Mr. De Lima should fight Rodrigo Nascimento. There's not really anyone for him to fight, right? All the bottom of the rankings, he's kind of already fought all of them except for Rodrigo Nascimento. And I kind of really want him to fight some unranked dude. And him versus Nascimento, I mean, don't tell me that's not a fucking fantastic fat heavyweight fight. And with Junior Tafa, hey, with Junior Tafa, I think we should have him murdered by Waldo Cortez Acosta, El Salsa Boy, or give him Don'Tale Mays, one of the two. I want to see him get fucking sparked, out cold. He landed one good fucking hook. Oh, good for Junior Tafa. You suck. But, on a lighter note, the funniest fight on the card, one of the funniest fights I've ever fucking watched, Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie Dern. This was legitimately like watching a comedy. This was like a scripted fucking comedy. It was genuinely fucking hilarious. Lemos was biting Mackenzie Dern's arm in the first round and shit. And Dern was spazzing out with the striking and on the ground. Like always, she literally does the little brother move where she's, you know, on her back, rolling around, fucking kicking her legs and shit, you know, with the chin up, striking and shit. It's legitimately, like, funny to watch. And not only that, but when they announced the decision, they said, Amanda Lemos. As soon as they said Amanda Lemos, Mackenzie Dern goes, yeah, and starts running forward like she got her name. She got hit so hard, she thought she got her fucking name called for the decision. So it's a fucking hilarious fight. But also, I just want to say this. Amanda Lemos, what the fuck are you doing taking this fight to the ground with Mackenzie Dern? You're an idiot. Speaking of Amanda Lemos, though, I think she should fight... What's her fucking name? Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana Suarez, sorry. I think she should fight Tatiana Suarez. It's a really interesting fight. Tatiana Suarez can get fucked up on the feet. Amanda Lemos can get fucked up on the ground. It's kind of a grappler. It's the classic grappler versus striker. It's a women's fight. Not really much for me to say. And Mackenzie Dern, I think should fight Tabitha Ricci. Weasel probably agrees with me. He is also obsessed with Mackenzie Dern's jiggle physics.
Gotta love physics, though, man. The physics were definitely physicking that fight.
Let's get on to the main card. Starting off with a fantastic matchup. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Roman Kopylov. Fantastic performance from Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. And good performance from Kopylov as well. He was landing very good strikes, very good body kicks, very good straight shots while Fluffy was dipping and, dapping or whatever. I think Fluffy Hernandez, they need to start pushing this guy because I think he is he's next up, I think. Chaparrito as fuck, Mexican as hell, and Cali Blood. Do I even need to mention that? I think he should fight Chris Curtis, right? I think he should fight Chris Curtis. He's kind of one of the only people that doesn't have a fight booked right now, and I think Fluffy wants to get right back in there. I think he should get right back in there. Chris Curtis wants to get back in there as well soon, maybe in like 3 months or something. I think he should get right fucking back in there. And Roman Kopylov, I think he should fight Joe Pyfer. Okay, I think he should fight Joe Pyfer. I know that might be a little bit too much of a step up for Kopylov, but Pyfer just got, fucking beat by Jack Hermanson, like, pretty fucking decisively. And don't tell me you wouldn't want to see a big fucking kicker versus a big fucking puncher. Fluffy even said it. He kicks fucking hard. But if not Pyfer, then I would also wouldn't mind the winner of Michel Pereira versus Mikhail Alexejczyk as well. Next up, though, Merab Dvalishvili versus Henry Cejudo. I love Henry Cejudo, but Merab absolutely mogged Cejudo. We absolutely mogged him. Literally picking him up, walking him across the cage just to slam him in front of Zucky so he could talk to Zucky while beating the shit out of Henry Cejudo. That was fucking insane. I think O'Malley sparks him, right? Cejudo showed that lead left hook is open on Merab, and as well as, the straight right and others. But mainly that lead left hook, he rocked Merab pretty fucking, nasty in that first round. Was landing a couple more times, but got his arm snapped, dude. Cejudo got his arm broke, blocking a kick from Merab Dvalishvili. I think if he didn't get his arm broken, he probably would have won. But it's a fight. That type of stuff does happen in fights. So great win from Merab. Cejudo, by the way, should not retire. People going, oh, Cejudo's past his prime. What are you talking about? He still made that fight fucking competitive in the second and third rounds. Like, yeah, he was definitively losing, but he was making Merab work. And he won that first round. Like, he literally fucking rocked Merab and was landing good shots. He was doing good stuff with the grappling as well. I think Cejudo should not retire, and he should fight Figgy. I think he should fight Figgy after Figgy sparks Cody Garbrandt, because I think that's pretty fucking, I think that's gonna happen, right? And Merab, I think it's pretty obvious. Merab should fight for the belt, right? Either O'Malley or Cheeto. I think Cheeto's gonna win. I think Cheeto's gonna beat O'Malley, but either way, it's fucking, Merab, right? Next up on the card, the worst performance I've ever seen. Genuinely one of the worst performances I've ever fucking seen. Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary. And I'm not talking about Ian Gary. Hey, I'm not talking about fucking Ian Gary. I'm talking about Jeff the retard Neal. What are you doing? Okay? He threw like 10 strikes each round. Like 10 fucking strikes. His coaches were fucking screaming at him, when you throw, you land. When you throw, you land. And he just kept on fucking... He tried to play at range with Ian fucking Gary when he's a fucking power boxer. That's the opposite of what you want to do with Ian Gary. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Right? And not only that, but he fucking thought he thought he won. And that's why he was fighting like a fucking pussy. He was raising his arms at the end like, oh, yeah, I won this. And when they called the fucking decision, he went, man, fuck, I thought I got that. Hey, maybe you should throw fucking more than 2 strikes around, dumbass. And also, I want to say this, because the fight wasn't very fucking, entertaining at all. He's the one that made it fucking... Gary was doing all he was fucking doing. Gary was actually making that fight fucking entertaining. He was throwing more than 10 strikes a fucking round. That fight being boring was all on fucking Jeff Neal. Hey, dude, I've been fucking singing your praises like a fucking canary, bro. Stop making me eat my words, okay? That's why I'm so pissed. Because I was saying, since this fight got announced the first time, Jeff Neal's gonna spark Ian Gary in the first round. You're making me eat my words, dummy. Throw more than 10 strikes around. I think Jeff Neal should fight Renat Fakhretdinov. Do not reward this man. Do not fucking reward this man with some, like, fucking whatever the fuck, like a Sean Brady or whatever. Give him fucking Renat Fakhretdinov. First of all, that fight's a banger, because Jeff Neal does have underrated grappling defense. Shavkat wasn't really able to do anything to him on the ground. He only got that choke at the very end of a fucking war. It was a very unorthodox choke. Don't tell me that's not a good fight. And speaking of Sean Brady, I think he should fight Ian Gary versus Sean Brady, because I want to see Sean Brady get murdered in the cage. I want to see Sean Brady get fucking sparked. He will not be able to do anything to Ian Gary. Ian Gary has a judo background. He's a grappler at heart who has really fucking nasty striking. Was landing by the way, was landing very good knees on Jeff Neal. He was making his knees start to grow in that fight. But I either want him to murder Sean Brady, or maybe if JDM wins against Burns, then have him fight JDM. But under the co-main event, Robert the Retard Whittaker versus Paulo Costa. Let me fucking, this card, and this is why I said this card is a 6 out of 10, because fucking half the people are just so stupid. They're just so stupid, okay? This is not, first of all, not the fight of the night. I'm just saying that right now, this is not a fucking fight of the night. This fight was a decent fight at best. You know why? You know why? Paulo Costa landed one fucking wheel kick, 2 jabs, a couple leg kicks. That's it, because, oh, let me stop throwing my jabs and my leg kicks, and let me throw more fucking head kicks and retarded Ngannou hooks, because I think I have Ngannou power. Robert Whittaker was just throwing jabs and fucking leg kicks. That's it. Jab and leg kicks. Hey, good for Robert Whittaker. We get more jab and leg kick decisions. Great. Great. We get more boring fucking press conferences of him. Yeah, I want to make him hate fording. And I love Skyrim and jerking off at 3 a.m. Great, dude. Great. That's awesome. Yeah, shut up. Oh, you crybabies. It's not fucking fight of the night. Bobby Knuckles versus Nurmagomedov. If you genuinely say Robert Whittaker versus Sean Strickland X, you're brain dead. You're a fucking idiot, and you should stop watching the sport. First of all, the 3 jabs that Costa threw all landed, and they were all fucking up Whittaker, like genuinely doing damage. Sean Strickland would murder Robert Whittaker. He would fuck up Robert Whittaker so badly. So badly. Right? And there's no one else at the top that he hasn't fought yet. Or the Drickus rematch. You're never going to get the Drickus rematch because you're going to get sparked. If you're barely getting past a 2-year off Paulo Costa, who barely got past Luke Rockhold, you're never going to be anything in the sport ever again. 0 defenses, dummy. Robert Whittaker versus Nurmagomedov. I want to see him fight an up-and-comer. Maybe if Brendan Allen beats Vettori, maybe have them fight. I don't fucking know. And with Paulo Costa, it's the same thing. He's fought all the other people in the top. There's not really anyone else he can fight other than if Brendan Allen beats Vettori. Or I think he should fight Jared Cannonier, the Killer Gorilla, because I think that's a very, very good fight. I don't like rewarding Costa with an even higher opponent like fucking Jared Cannonier, who is genuinely 1 fight away from a title shot. Paulo Costa's probably 3 fucking fights away, but there's really nothing else to make. And I think Paulo Costa, I don't know what Paulo Costa is gonna do, dude. I don't know if he's gonna take fucking 2 years, 3 years off. If he wants to come back in the next 6 months, he should fight Jared Cannonier. And lastly, with the main event, still Ilia Topuria, the featherweight champion, versus Alexander Volkanovski. Just want to say, this was Ilia's first title defense. He was already the champion. He just made his first title defense against Volkanovski, all you little crybabies. First of all, we knew this was going to happen, by the way. We all knew Volkanovski was going to get knocked out in the second round by Ilia Topuria. It was written in the scrolls because Ilia Topuria does demonic, satanic, homoerotic rituals. That's why he has the back tattoo and kisses his coaches, his male coaches, on the mouth. He knew. That's why he was putting it in. That's why he made the documentary, because it is a genuine fact that he was going to knock out Alexander Volkanovski in the second round. And also, to all you fucking idiots go, oh, Volk was looking, Lucas Tracy going, oh, Volk was looking so good until he wasn't. What are you talking about? First of all, Ilia won that first round. He did all the fucking damage. Well, Volk landed 2 leg kicks. Oh, good for fucking Volk. He landed 2 little fucking leg kicks. He absolutely did not win the first fucking round. Like, if you genuinely think that you don't know what you're looking at and you should rewatch the fight because you're a nerd, guess what? I'm never going to rewatch the fight. I'll never rewatch any fight because I'm not a nerd. But all you nerds going, actually, he did win the first round. Rewatch it and waste your time with something you already watched, idiot. But with Ilia Topuria, I think it's pretty obvious. I think it should be Yair Rodriguez because Yair Rodriguez is going to beat Brian Ortega. Let's be fucking honest here. Brian Ortega is somehow number 4 after literally, he has 0 wins with Venom, bro. His last win was with Reebok. Dude, that's fucking 2021 was his last win, and he's ranked number 4. What? Like, it's a legitimate fact that Rodriguez will beat fucking Ortega, and it's also a legitimate fact that Ilia will beat Rodriguez, because it's written in the scrolls, it's written in the fucking tablets now. Ilya will get 2 more title defense, one against Rodriguez, the next one against maybe Moser Evloev, maybe Josh Emmett, who knows, and then he will obviously get beaten by Diego Lopez once he gets a title shot after beating Volkanovski. But speaking of Volkanovski, I think Volkanovski should fight Josh Emmett. Hey, I think Volkanovski should fight Josh Emmett, because I want Volkanovski to go on a 5-fight KO loss streak. I think it's fantastic that he got knocked out in the second round. I know we're not gonna get all this comedic genius from him. Oh, he dressed up as an old guy and pretended his hip hurt when he stood up. I know we're not gonna get all that comedic fucking genius, but I want him to get smart because I want Lucas Tracy to fucking cry in his bed going, oh my god, he was 1 fight away from being the GOAT. Yeah, by the way, not the featherweight GOAT. It's fucking Jose Aldo. Then it's Hollywood. Then it's McGregor. Then it's Ilya Topuria. Then it's Volkanovski. Name one good win Volkanovski has. 2 fights with Holloway were robberies. Third one, Holloway was out of his prime. Aldo was out of his prime. Mendes was out of his prime. TKZ, do I even need to explain that? Brian Ortega, do I even need to explain that one? Yair Rodriguez is a glass chin, no wrestling little rat. What other wins does he have? 0. Didn't beat Islam either time. Got knocked out by Islam with a head kick. That's like Waldo Cortez Acosta knocking you out with a fucking jumping, spinning wheel kick. Bro, like, that just doesn't, it's not supposed to happen. But those are all the fights to make. I am the greatest matchmaker in fucking MMA YouTube. You don't need to tell me fucking twice. I already know it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. Glory to the CCP. Glory to Ilya Topuria. Eagle MMA out.
Hey, Young Lean? Are you Young Lean?
What?
Are you Young Lean?
No, I'm Barry Dillon.